you doing, sir?
I'm good, man. Good to see you.
Nice to see you. I want to say congrats on season two. I'm halfway through. Can't wait to finish it. I'm super happy you guys got picked up for season three as well. And that's all I
Thanks,
got.
brother. Thanks, brother.
I want to ask you a question, hopefully that you have not been asked, which is I'm obviously a big fan of your work. I'm curious, what other TV series would you love to guest write and direct?
I mean, if it's the past, I mean, without question, it would be Sopranos. Without question, that would have been the one I would have loved to have written and directed on. And currently now, man, I enjoyed Queen's Gambit a lot, which is only a series, but I'm thinking what's on this second that I would be effective on. I mean, I've just started watching. I'm way behind on this, so please forgive me. But I'm just started watching The Crown, and I'm really enjoying it. But I don't know where it's going and all that stuff. So maybe I would throw my hat in the ring on that one. Or
So I know
Black Mirror, right? Black Mirror would be a good one.
actually I could see you being very good at that.
Yeah.
I normally don't ask personal questions. However, your daughter helmed an episode of season two, so I really want to know. First, she did a great job, but what is it like in the screening room when you're giving notes? Because normally, it's a director, but this time it's your daughter. What
Yeah.
is that like for you?
Well, she's been around so much and watches me with the other directors, so she sees how I work with each of the directors as they come in, and what latitude how much I support them and say, I don't want you to copy me. I don't want you to do something safe. For me, this is not a journeyman thing where you come in and you just do a widget inside of our system. You need to come and make sure that this episode, no one but you could have directed it. She watches me do that. And then she watches me give them advice when we're watching dailies together in the room with the crew. Pre-COVID, we would all sit together and I'd say, hey, I'm not sure that scene's paced right. I think you should try that again and get this and go reshoot that. So I did exactly the same thing with her, and I think she appreciated it. It actually went incredibly smoothly. I was worried it might be a little emotionally fraught, but it wasn't. It wasn't at all. It went very smoothly, and I cast the directors for the episodes as best I can, where I think that their leans would be celebrated.
You told me in the past that you know where the series is ultimately going to end, and I believe you've talked about how you're aiming for 40 episodes. While making season two, how did that change at all? Can you sort of talk about how ultimately you guys do know where you're going?
Yeah, when we started season two, it became really evident, very clear that we needed to figure out a lot, because I am not of the mind to start telling a meandering story and then it goes this way and that way and it doesn't really fulfill itself at the end, that those things didn't mean anything. And you could, and I assume in long form you have a certain tolerance for it finding itself, but I found that I was intolerant. I needed to know that everything was building towards something. So we had this, burden on all of us to figure out the story. And when the pandemic hit, and we all hiatused, we took the time to, just figure it out. I just wrote out every idea I could on the board of where from that place that I wanted to go backwards, and wrote as much as I could out. And it kind of laid out in a very interesting and compartmentalized way over 40 episodes, so that 2 more seasons after this season. And we started writing, the third season, and then we got greenlit. So we're hopefully you'll feel that when you watch it, that there's this, hands that are holding you that know where they're going.
I know that you guys got shut down for COVID during the making of season two.
Yeah.
How did that, because I think you did 6 episodes before you got shut down.
Correct.
How did that impact the scripts of the last 4?
It was a great opportunity to double check everything and reevaluate everything. Like you saw, how many have you seen?
I've seen the first 5 of season 2.
Okay, so if you look at episode 7, you'll see the first of the pandemic in the pandemic shot episodes, and you'll see we had a chance to really fine tune everything, and again know where we were going in season 3, at least aspirationally. So we could put those seeds in. So it was very healthy for us to have extra time. Extra time is is good for writing. So we took advantage of it.
Yeah, a lot of the filmmakers I've spoken to recently talk about how the pandemic actually will improve so many scripts in Hollywood because everyone had more time.
Yeah, yeah. This whole jamming. One of the negatives of long form storytelling is the amount of material that's needed and the amount of time that's required is so little compared to the amount of time that's given is so little as compared to a feature film where theoretically you have much more time. I'm only doing 2 hours of material and I'm spending 2 years to do it. And TV shows that are even an hour episodes for 10 of them, that's 10 hours. So in one year, that's a big difference in the amount of time you have. So it's needed.
I know you wrapped on Old, which is your next
Yeah.
movie. And I know I think you told me last year that you had ideas for your movie after that and the movie after that. Is that still the case?
It is. It is the case. It's been strangely clear the things that I want to make and that I'm striving for. I'm already started writing the next movie. Hopefully over this break, because everyone will be off for the next 2 weeks. I'll be able to start writing more. Be writing that more. I have to figure out when I'm going to shoot it. That's still up in the air a little bit, but I do in my head. I have in my head what I would like the next few movies to be.
I know I got to go, but do you have a title for the next movie?
Not confirmed yet. Not confirmed. I wrote it. I wrote a title in the notebook that I'm taking the notes in, but it's not confirmed yet. But I can't wait to talk to you about it. I can't. We'll be talking about it very soon. Very soon.
Can't wait. Hey, listen, congrats on everything and good
Thanks,
luck with the
Steve.
rest of your interviews today.
Thanks, Steve.